7, I'm Gord McDonald.
This is the John McComb Show on 980 CKNW.
7:37 now. Here's a story and a headline that might be met with mixed reviews. The headline: Victoria's only remaining strip club has officially shut its doors. If you're thinking to yourself, well, good, I'm glad another strip club is gone, then listen to this next piece because it might just change your mind. Our Nikki Reitmeyer spoke with Lauren Warren, who has been the manager of The Fox in Victoria for over 25 years.
There was no place like it. I know there's other nudie bars in the world, but we prided ourselves on how we ran our business. You know, we were the safest place, I do believe, for the girls to work in Western Canada, if not the entire country. And we were by the book. We pretty much did what we were told to do and didn't stray far from that line. It was a great place, and it made a lot of people happy for a lot of years, and it's really a shame that it's gone. Yeah, it really is.
The way you describe it, I can hear that you do really have such fond memories. You describe it as if there's sort of this magic that surrounds the energy of the Fox. What made it so unique and so special?
Well, the industry of exotic entertainment is based on fantasy, so it was our own little fantasy island. It's hard to explain in words because it's more of a feeling. You know, I always described our business as a museum with moving exhibits. You know, you come in, you find yourself a seat, sit back, relax, enjoy the show, forget about any problems you have in your life, at least for that, thanks for that drink, whether it's alcoholic or non-alcoholic.
Yeah, I think that that's something that anyone who's had or has a beloved local pub can relate to. With that said, though, why is it that you guys have closed?
Well, the writing was on the wall a long time ago. 2008, when the world economy crashed and when our drinking and driving bylaws got stricter, that's pretty much the starting point of when business started declining. And every year it was more gradually, we monitor the numbers every day just to see how we were in comparison with last year. And with that 11 years now, it's just slowly going, unfortunately, downhill, a slowly sinking ship. The cost to run a business of that sort is a lot, and it just unfortunately was not manageable. I had been warming up the idea to our staff over the years, and more so in the last couple of months, that our end of days was coming. I thought we might make it till next March 2020, but heading into the worst time of year, the summer, because everybody wants to go outside, stay outside, who wouldn't? I thought this summer could kill us, and unfortunately it did, So we knew the end was coming, we just didn't know it was coming this soon.
Do you think that this is a part of a larger trend, something that other strip clubs may experience as well, a sort of sign of the times?
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, we're not the first one to close down. The Alder closed down last month in Aldergrove, and it's been going on for years. I think at one point in time, Victoria had 8 strip clubs. I know Greater Vancouver had a ton. The Marble Arch, the Cecil, the Austin. They all went the way of the dodo a long time ago. It is a sign of the times. Unfortunately, people can stay at home now with dine-in or skip the. They don't even need to move. Everything they can do from their phone. It's the comfort of your own home. That's great, but you're actually missing the actual 3D real thing. So it's it is an unfortunate sign of the times. We did what we could for as long as we possibly can, and our customer, our loyal clientele, I really feel for them, because there isn't another place to go at all like Fox pub was. So, as much as I'm dealing with a death of 26 years of my life, I'm, now that the dust is settling these past 48 hours, I'm starting to really, really, really feel the effects of everybody else's grief. And it's a major death in the family because our staff and our customers, we were family. Man, there's people that I serve beer and listen to my music, whether they liked it or not, for almost better part of a quarter century. So it's tough. It's tough times.
That's really interesting. A lot of people, I'm sure, when they hear strip clubs closing, they have their own opinions on it. Maybe they roll their eyes, but the way that you describe it, like being a death that you're grieving. I personally like having a local pub. I like that social energy of being able to walk into a place that you know well, sit at the same bar stool, and talk to the staff that you've been visiting for years. So it makes sense to me.
I'm glad it makes sense to you, because it doesn't make sense to a lot of people who don't know. And it's those people that don't know, that don't hesitate to offer their opinion and shove it down your throat. And it's crying shame. I was talking with one of my DJs about it yesterday, because he said, there some social media posts are out there now, and he's like, man, there's 1,000 comments, and it's quite amazing. He goes, there's a lot of support. He goes, but there's a lot of negativity, man. He goes, I had to stop myself from responding because there's no winning that argument. And he said, I'm reminded of a conversation that he and I had where I said, you can't change those people's minds. It really is a shame, They're not afraid to tell you what they think, but they will certainly not accept what we think. And it's totally their loss. And I know there's a lot of great people that know exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, and I think if those people would just not think of it as only a strip club, but think of it as any pub they used to visit or restaurant they used to visit when they were younger, that now they drive past that old space, they see it's not there anymore because it's been gentrified, like so many other spaces in British Columbia have been, and that same feeling I'm sure that they get when they go past those places and go, I remember when this spot used to be there that I used to visit, and now look, it's just another generic restaurant, or it's just another high-rise condo tower.
Yeah, man. It's like the personality of that city block definitely took a hit on Monday. That's for sure.
Is there anything that you want to say to the staff, the dancers, your customers, now that the doors are officially closed?
Yeah, it's wonderful that you asked me that question. I was really hoping you would. I will do this in two parts, to our customers and to our staff. I'd like to thank everybody who ever came through our doors and purchased something. They were the reason why we lasted as long as we did, and I really and they were the reason why I lasted as long doing what I did. And to my staff, our staff, I'm sorry, not my staff, our staff. And I'd like to thank each and every one of them for seeing us through to the end. We did what we could, and we did pretty good. And I think we were the best at it. I'm not just saying we were the coolest because of the air conditioning. I'm saying we're the coolest because I think we're the coolest.
Hey, well, best wishes in the future, and thank you so much for taking a few minutes to walk down memory lane with me and sharing your love of a Victoria establishment with me.
Thank you for wanting to talk to me. I find it kind of interesting that more people than that we know actually care.
Nikki Reitmeyer talking with Lauren Warren, who was the manager of the Fox Strip Club in Victoria. For 25 years, Victoria stripped of a local landmark.
This is 980 CKNW. Online at cknw.com.